All opinions expressed on various topics does not intended to convey hate toward anyone or place. All our topics and conversations are designed to foster societal learning and growth through open-minded discussion. Viewers are encouraged to engage with a balanced perspective, supporting informed and open-minded dialogue at their own discretion. Lexshow Daily Rants. It's a Lex Studios production in collaboration with other partners and platform. The show inspired to promote open, thoughtful discussions on current topics that affect us in our daily lives. We maintain a zero-tolerance policy for discrimination, racism, bigotry, or emotional manipulation. We are encouraging viewers to set personal biases aside and put your emotions behind your screen. All opinions expressed on various topics does not intended to convey hate toward anyone or place. All our topics and conversations are designed to foster societal learning and growth through open-minded discussion. Viewers are encouraged to engage with a balanced perspective, supporting informed and open-minded dialogue at their own discretion.
This not daily rant to my people, but too loud make I give you simple. Street they talk but my heart they filter. Now I bring 'em raw daily rants. This not daily rant to my people, but too loud make I give you simple. Street they talk but my heart they filter. Now I bring 'em raw daily rants. This not daily rant to my people, but too loud make I give you simple. Street they talk but my heart they filter. Now I bring 'em raw daily rants. This not daily rant to my people, but too loud make I give you simple. Street they talk but my heart they filter. Now I bring 'em raw daily rants. This not daily rant to my people, but too loud make I give you simple. Street they talk but my heart they filter. Now I bring 'em raw daily rants.
Oh, hi viewers. Welcome to another episode of a Daily Rant. I don't think you guys can see the thumbnail because today I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while. All right. So we're gonna open up a court case, and this court case is gonna be for men and it's gonna be for women because we need to come to some serious level of understanding. Because there's something I like to do. I like to get things from two different perspectives. Then I'll give you the truth in the middle. Then you can decide whatever you want to believe. Now, this is not a live stream because I'm not taking the man's side. I'm not taking the woman's side. You can do however you want to live your life. It's your choice. Do whatever you want to do. Okay? I'm not forcing you to be in a relationship. And I'm not forcing you to get married. And I'm not encouraging you to stay single rather. Okay, you can choose to do whatever you want to do. Your choice, your life. I say it again. Your choice, your life. Do whatever you want to do. Okay, now, if you haven't seen the thumbnail, all right, because I don't know what's wrong with the algorithm. Algorithm is not good rhythm at all. But either way, let us don't worry about it. Let's do what we're here to do. Okay, give me a second. I don't even know if the thing is working or not. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. If I can't get on TikTok, it's okay. No problem. So, if you don't know who I am by now, you need help. The name is Lex. All right. Let's get out of the way. Moving on. Okay. If you look at the dating landscape right now today, there is a lot of reason why you should stay single. A lot. There is a lot of reason why you shouldn't even listen to nobody. There is a lot of reason. But what is kind of sad is that we've get to the point whereby it's easy to point fingers at it's men's fault, it's women's fault. It's men's fault, it's women's fault. Everybody's at blame. Nobody wants to hold themselves accountable. So, before I give you my own, what is in my head, okay, it doesn't mean I'm correct. Doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just, trying to give you some content. All right. But at the same time, I might be funny, might be joking, but might be serious. You never know. Take it for what it is. So these are some of the things that I've found on social media that people go back and forth on. So today we're going to have a little talk about it. And this is what relationship has become today now. Everyone. Let me show you. So, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. I'm warning you now. This might trigger you. Especially if you're a man, or more especially if a woman. Okay? I say it again. Algorithm. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. I've said it too. Don't come here and say Lex is trying to provoke you. I'm telling you now, this is going to provoke you. Because by the end of this live stream, I'll give my thought. Okay, I don't want to waste so much of your time. Let me show you the shenanigans that I've come across lately. A lot of shenanigans. Where is it again? Okay. All right, I got some Simon in the house. Appreciate, bro. One other thing again before the live stream continues. Subscribe. Just don't come and watch and don't subscribe. Subscribe. All right. Be useful. Make your fingers useful. All right. We get out of the way. Give me a second. So I'm gonna show you some of the things that I found, and the things that I found is kind of irritating to the point that when you start watching these, you're gonna start scratching your head. Like, what world are we living today? Some of the things that women are saying, it's unbelievable. Like, it's sad and it's unbelievable. I don't want to discourage people here or anything, but I just want to show you some of the things that women say. Then I'm going to unleash. Let's hear the first lady. I'm sure some of you might have seen this video before, but this is my refreshing memory and the kind of mentality and the kind of personality that is out there today when it comes to modern dating. All right? You hear what I said? Modern dating.
I'm saying to see what I got. Now I see what I got.
Okay, ladies, let's talk about how broke men don't love you.
Don't be the dummy that take 30 years to figure out that these men don't like women, they like coochie. But how do you like coochie but don't like women? How you like getting paid but you hate that job?
So first of all, the first accusation is that we only just want sex, that we don't like them. Okay? And for all the fellas out there, that if you're feeling this kind of headache every day with your woman at home or your girlfriend, your madam, or whatever it is, they said we only like coochie, we don't like them. Okay? We listen and we don't judge.
Who is better at communication, men or women?
Women for sure.
If men are worse at communication, why do so many women expect men to read their body language rather than just be direct?
Oh my God. I don't know.
Are men expected to be mind readers?
Yes.
Is there a difference between what women say that they want in a relationship and what they actually respond to?
Absolutely.
If so, how are women better at communication?
We're not.
But you just said that they were.
I lied.
So that is another part of the conversation that gets very irritating. And I had to learn this later on, what I got. And I understand that the way we communicate as men and women is completely different. It requires some extreme level of patience for you as a man, because I'm going to look at this from the perspective of a man, because I'm not a woman. I identify as a man, 7 inches all the way. So all I'm saying is that the way we communicate as men is different from how women communicate with themselves. As a guy, I will know when a guy is, because we're straight up. We don't sugarcoat things too much. We just say it like it is. But when we deal with you as women, we have to massage our words. We have to do a lot of gymnastic mumbo jumbo because we are scared of what we're going to say. It's not that what we're going to say is really that bad. It's that how you're going to take it, because we don't know how you're going to take it. You might get very mad to want to. That's possible. That's one. Let's continue, because I'm going somewhere today. It's going to be really difficult. Ladies, it's going to be hard.
going through a divorce.
What happened with that?
Basically, my husband stopped meeting my expectations.
What you mean?
So when I met him, when I met my husband, I told him what I expect from a man. The number one rule with being with me is you have to provide. I won't settle for anything less. So my husband ended up losing his job. So he ended up losing his job. He came home and he told me. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. So a month went by, and he looked for me to pay the bills. Who paying what bills? So I was going to consider it if he gave me the money back for paying the bills. And he told me no. He felt like he shouldn't have to do that. What do you mean? When I told you, as a man, I expect you to provide. Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills as long as I got a husband. None. If you can hear.
He probably happy you gone, though.
I'm sure he missed me.
A headache? That would be a headache for me. Like, I know I just lost my job. What if he lied? You know, niggas do that. Like, I just lost my job, baby, to test.
But
what is he doing now?
That's childish. Like, what you testing me for? That's childish.
I'm saying to see what I got. Now I see what I got.
Okay.
So, another example is that when you go through trenches in life as a man, you get to know the kind of woman that find you attractive. You get to see the kind of woman that stay by you. You get to see the kind of woman that support you. Okay? Fellas, see, when we watch videos like this, don't get mad. Women at this, women at that. No, calm down. You need to accumulate more information. Gotta understand where they're coming from. Don't get mad. Don't insult them. Don't go and start insulting women. No. Let them talk. All right? Now, the next video here is gonna even make it. I'm telling him, I want to lose my shit when I heard this. You see the title? Broke men don't love you. Let's see our understanding.
Ladies, let's talk about how broke men don't love you. Hear me out. Men are givers by design. This is the way God made them. This is why they are the providers. They produce seed. They are givers by nature. Women, we are receivers by nature. We are nurturers by design. This is why you heard Dr. Miles Monroe say that if you give a woman a seed, she'll multiply it and turn it into a baby. If you give a woman a house, she'll multiply it and turn it into a home. This is so correct. All right, so if men, by design, by nature, don't have anything to give, how do you think that's going to make him feel about you? Especially when he gets his sense of purpose from what he is able to reproduce. This is where men find their value in their job, in their purpose, and what they are able to give and what they are able to produce. Well, how do I know? That is why they call tithes your seed money, sowing a seed. So a man's value is tied to his money. So if he's not able to do for you, and if he's not able to give, it's hard for him to love you. Men's love grow for a woman by how much he's able to do for her, how much he's able to give her. That is how a man shows his love, through his pocketbook, how much he does for her, how much he sacrifices for her. So my advice to you is, if a man is not in a position yet to be able to give the way he wants to give to you, I suggest this is where you're able to grow your friendship. You guys pray for one another. Pray for him. You know, if he's really a friend, someone that you really respect, pray for him. But do not enter into an exclusive relationship with this man, because he's going to become resentful. Men who are not where they want to be in life financially resent their partners. And if he does not take it out on you physically, he will take it out on you verbally or emotionally or mentally. Okay? So make sure that you guys are assessing these potential relationships before you're just all in. All right. Women, you know, when a man is giving to us, this is why I don't understand that 50-50 crap, you know. And what does a woman bring to a table? She brings everything that a man can't. She brings everything to the table that a man can't. Okay? So a woman is able to multiply things. She is able to bring value to things. It is a woman who is able to bring value to that man's money. That is why, you know, a man loves getting partners that he can build with, that he can grow with, right? So this is why they call it Mother Nature, because it's the seed that goes into the ground, and then it produces much fruit. When a man gives his seed to a woman, it produces a baby. So we are receivers. And so when they say a woman is a gold digger, well, she just wants me from, listen, she is designed to make sure that man is able to provide. Especially if she's going to bring her children into the world. She got to make sure that her and those children are going to be good. There has to be a level of security that woman gains from that relationship. Okay? So don't feel guilty or any kind of ways when a man tries to call you a gold digger or she just wants me for my money. Well, why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she, sir? I'm not saying that that's the end all to be all, but why wouldn't she? And why wouldn't you want to provide? So just something to think about. I hope this helps somebody. If so, leave me a comment, heart this video, and share with somebody that you think it'll help.
The biggest compliment for a man is to bag a woman that...
No. Ladies, this is not job yet. Just wait. So, ladies and gentlemen, I told you fellas, this is going to trigger you a little bit. Don't be triggered. Please, come back. Don't be triggered. You see, the more I keep hearing a lot of women talk now, and I really understood why a lot of guys just completely just shut it down. Just shut it down. I've yet to find a woman on social media to open up a mouth and talk about all the great qualities that she has as a woman that could potentially attract a decent man. It's always about what a guy can do for you. Oh man, I'm gonna say a lot today, man. Let me just let me wait. I want to hear more. So let's listen to this one. This one wants to tell us something new.
Biggest compliment for a man is to bag a woman that hates men. She loves herself, she knows who she is, and she don't give a fuck what men think of her. So if you manage to get yourself a girl like that, that's saying a lot about you, because most men want something easy. They will give up at the first hurdle. They don't want to take the time or have the energy or have the capacity to understand a woman that knows her own worth, that is confident, that needs nothing from a man, never seeks male validation, is not impressed easily, is not easily accessible to people. To get a girl like that, to impress a girl like that and impress her enough to make her your girlfriend, to make her want to be your girlfriend, you've done really well, my friend, because you have to be of a certain caliber. You have to have a certain level of intelligence, emotional awareness, and you have to just be a special kind of person to get a woman like that to give you her attention, let alone make her your girlfriend. If you manage to get a girl like that, you are doing very well for yourself.
So let me get it. When I get a girl that hates a man, means I got a good girl. Is that mad in it all? It's just like me telling a girl, when you find a guy that hates women, then you got a good guy. Does that make sense at all? Are we gonna unpack a lot of things today? Let's go to the next one.
I think the reason why people don't want love is because most women want their bills paid.
No. She must be joking. Let's take it back. All right, let's hear it again.
think the reason why people don't want love is because most women want their bills paid. They don't want love.
Oh.
They got 4 or 5 people. They got 4 or 5 people because they got more than 4 or 5 bills. And I think as long as we're in this transactional era of time, it's never going to be able to get back to love. We got to focus on the core value of what actually matters inside of a relationship. And we've strayed too far. Honestly, don't get mad at me. I know there's a lot of ladies in here.
See all the faces behind you.
It's the truth. You know, honestly, we live in a prostitution era.
Wow.
She's yikes. She said we live in a prostitution era. Is she lying? Ladies, is she lying? Because the very first thing she said we live in a time whereby women want the bills paid. Remember, everything that I've played this entire time from various women from various backgrounds, they're saying exactly the same thing. For some reason, it's everything to do with what you provide. And most especially at the top is money. Money. Okay, let's continue.
She kept it. I told you she was gonna keep it real.
Black women have had the most resistance to accountability, not just in my practice, but we just see it across the board. Black women seem to have, I don't get any pleasure saying this, y'all. I think this is super sad. Black women seem to have trouble taking responsibility for their own impact on their lives and have a hard time taking responsibility for course correcting in order to change. Black women have resisted coming to the table. Women are largely silent. At this point, y'all, it's not a good use of time to try to shake women out of a stupor. And it's so sad. If you're a woman like that, come out. We have to move on.
So I don't want to play that video initially because I don't want it to make it like a white or black kind of thing. But I think it's a modern society problem that we have. And I'm going to say this with all due respect. My African sisters, my black queens, my Nubian, whatever you want to call yourself. If you think by remotely every other culture gives a shit about the outcome of the choices that you're making, you're fooling yourself beyond comprehension. If you think every other culture cares about the choices that you're making with your life right now, and you think later in the life they're gonna come and cater to you, oh, we feel sorry for you. If that's what you're waiting for, my dear, you're delusional like a mother sucker. Because let me remind you something that is bluntly way too obvious. Maybe if you get to see this video sometime, I want to tell you something that I don't like to say. I don't like to use phrases like this, but I'm gonna tell you because this is how we're gonna get better. It's by force. We must get better by force. Do you know what it is? You're not white. Anytime you have this ideology that you can think and act because you live in so-called Western society, just remember something. You are not white. It's sad for me to say, but it's a fact. You are not white, especially the African women. You are not white. Oh, we are not done. This is one video that I saw. Blew my mind. Fellas, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. All right?
For my black people, I want to show you how fake information gets purposefully spread within our community. Watch this video.
A study came out showing that 1 out of 5 men are secretly gay. So the study was published in the Journal of Modern Human Behavior.
Keep in mind, she's reading an Instagram caption.
Right? Which suggests that approximately 1 out of 5 men may identify as secretly gay.
828 million men are gay.
So the study was actually conducted at Northbridge Institute of Social Dynamics.
Now let's use the same source of information that she's using, which is this Instagram caption up here. In the second paragraph, it says, conducted over 5 years by researchers at the fictional Northbridge Institute of Social Dynamics. She skipped over the word fictional. If you go back to her video or my video, She never says fictional. She skips over it. Why? Because it doesn't fit her agenda. She's spreading misinformation on purpose and will skip these words so she can deliver a false message to people and get them mad and angry.
See, ladies and gentlemen, me personally, I've got to the point whereby yours truly have been accused of being gay. So this is all I'm gonna say. Anytime a woman call you gay, say okay, come and try it. Then you can confirm yourself. It doesn't require too much explanation. You call me gay, no problem. Come, I'll show you. Because it's one of those things that, especially black women, they're notorious for this one. As long as you don't do things the way they want you to do it, oh, the first thing on the book, you're down low. You're gay. It's unbelievable. And this is why we keep suffering every time. This is why we keep getting very disrespected every time. This is why a lot of black men are going to every other culture but stay in our own. Because every little thing, you guys can't wait to jump into insult. So you thinking because a man is not wanting you makes him gay. It's unbelievable. Don't worry. I haven't unleashed yet. I will unleash. Not yet. Let's continue.
Please be careful because there will be someone with the same skin color as you who will lie to your face. That study is not real. You ask ChatGPT, you go search. You can search all day, every day. You will not find the source of that information because it is fake.
Bro, them girls who make hating men their whole personality be corny as fuck. Cause bro, I promise you, we don't care. Like if you don't like us, it's cool. Like it is what it is. Niggas don't mind. But when you make that shit like your whole identity, like you go out your way to let people know that you hate men and you always say that shit, you blame every shit on men, wrap that shit up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, wrap that shit up, bro.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot. It's like epidemic now on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. There's always this hate trend that goes around. And to be fair to some men who are doing it, but it's just the majority of it is just a lot of women, so much hate. Man is this, man is that, man is this, man is that. Oh, we're gonna go there. I'm waiting. It's unbelievable.
Some of us women need to accept that to get a good man, we are going to have to go 50-50 financially in our relationships. Ladies, I know you're mad. Stay with me, please. Please do not let this ridiculous...
See, I think you're looking for trouble. You're telling a modern woman today that she should go 50-50. It's like you going to Louis Vuitton store. You buy the bag, then you put in a knife and you're cutting it in front of her. Oh, yikes.
Social media narrative for you. This narrative that men have to have it all together and have to be able to pay for your whole lifestyle, a luxury lifestyle at that, before they are worthwhile human beings. Because
that one is the one I really don't understand. Do you guys understand? In most countries in the world, there's less than 20% of the men there who are actually millionaires. Like real millionaires. That lifestyle that you fantasize in your brain every day. Huh? It requires some serious level of effort to get to that point. I mean, let me just wait.
Honestly, that mindset is trash and it's not realistic. And I'm not saying this because I can't get one of those men. Because A, very few of those men exist. B, the ones that do exist are not accessible to a lot of women. And C, at that level, those kind of men often tend to be super entitled, disrespectful, and really see women as commodities to be used and traded. And the reality is a lot of men at that level are headed to jail at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point in their life, either through the way they got the money or the way they use the money. For most men, the majority of men, they are pretty much in the corporate or the business world where they're growing their own business. And these men are either in the point of their life where they're growing their career or growing their business. That does not happen overnight. Especially if you are doing things legally and by the book. And ladies, if you want a man that you want to build a life with and start a family with, I would encourage you to get with a man who is doing things pretty much legally and by the book. And the truth of these kind of men is you do not start, your career or your business and make lump sum tomorrow. That is why I think it's the top 1% starts from like 100 grand. So outside of that top 1% is 99% of men. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to make a large amount of money. So even if you meet a man in his 20s, in his 30s, even in his 40s, he might not be there yet. And in reality, as long as a man is trying, there is nothing wrong with him not being exactly where he wants to be. There is also nothing wrong with you getting your bread up and you working towards being a 1% earner, if that's what you want for your life. Because I'm sorry to say, ladies, a lot of us are sitting out with our hand out waiting for a meal ticket, waiting for a man to fund our life and our lifestyle. It is really important as a woman who wants to be part of a successful relationship and possibly family to understand the concept of partnership. And it's really unfortunate because I think the narrative is that women have made it seem like if a man is paying all your bills, you're special. And if a woman doesn't have a man paying all her bills, she's less than. No woman is less than you because she understands that she has to contribute to her life and her lifestyle. Real wealth and real stability in a relationship comes when everybody knows they are covered. So your man should also operate in the mindset that he knows that if he's trying, because you should only be dealing with men who are trying to self-improve. So if he's trying and he has times where he's down, you are going to be there as his partner and his love to cover him and support him. On the other side of that, knowing that you're a woman who is loyal and will support him as long as he's trying, when the success does come, when the riches do come, he won't have any qualms about sharing that with you and making sure you enjoy it just as much, if not more, than he does. Now, am I saying go and pick up a broke man? No, but understand that men are just not always going to be up. Life happens to everybody. And in my current relationship, I am enjoying the comfort that comes with having a man who is doing well for himself. However, I fully understand that if his situation were to change and he needed my help, that I would need to and would happily step up financially because I am not a child. I am a partner in this partnership. I strongly believe, and I could not be any stronger in the belief, that women should have their own finances. I really detest this era we're in of women coming on and saying, this is how I spend my day as a stay-at-home girlfriend or a stay-at-home wife. Because it only shows one side of the coin. And a lot of stay-at-home girlfriends and wives, not all, are being abused in some way, shape or form. Let's talk the truth. They are either financially abused, emotionally abused, physically abused, and all of that connects to control. They are heavily controlled by these men because these men control the finances. And if someone controls the finances, they control your movement, they control your decisions. You are an adult and it is not safe to be dependent on another adult for your freedom of movement. Now, obviously, I understand that is sometimes unavoidable with things like, pregnancy, child rearing, etc. But that's why you have to be very careful about the type of men you pick and not pick just based on finances. And let me tell you the truth, you're only going to get that type of man if the care and love is mutual. I generally do not know where this fairy tale of a man is going to work so hard to get all these riches and, really build and create a life for himself, then pluck a lucky winner out of nowhere and invite her into this lifestyle with him for the rest of his life. Which men are you lot seeing? Because look around, that is not men's mindset. Men feed you and expect you to off your pan. You think a man is going to share his riches with you? What? Because you're pretty. The only women you see that live this kind of lifestyle with these men are the women that they came up with, because they know that those women are going to be with them when they're down, because they have been. Those women are going to support them because they already have. So as a woman, you need to be able to show a man that yes, you expect his love, his support, but you are also willing to do the same mentally, emotionally, and financially if needed. These men of today, and I guess every day, but now we've got social media, they understand that women can be bought. And women, we need to stop moving as purchasable commodities. A man should never be able to buy you. Your presence should never be dependent on a man's finances. Because in reality, women are whole and complete people with really strong brains that if we want to bring our brain and our thought process to growth for either helping a man or helping ourselves, we can go really far. So why would you want to be a woman that's lucky enough to find a man who's going to share with you? Because that's a risk. Instead of being a woman that's helped contribute to building, because then you actually have an equity stake. Because yes, looks are great, but we need to bring way more value than looks. Our value needs to be in our efficiency. Our value needs to be in our loyalty. Our value needs to be in the comfort, the words of affirmation we speak when things aren't looking great. And these are the things we need to be expecting from men, not just money. Because if there's money, money will always be there. But what you really should be holding a man to the fire for is his time, is his ability to comfort and encourage when you are down. There has to be an expectation on both sides that we are pouring into each other's cup and we are not depleting from each other. These are the things that are valuable in a relationship. Because let me tell you something, a money maker is always going to make money. Now, I have to address this because I know when I post this video, I'm going to open the comments and a woman or 10 is going to say, oh, but you know, you will do all this and you'll build a man and then he'll leave you when he gets up. Stop picking those kind of men. That's why I was very clear to say a man that is actively trying to become successful is actually trying to make something of himself. Because a lot of women will pick up men who really are ready to coast on her coattails and then be like, oh, but he didn't do anything, and then he'll leave you for someone better, or if he happens to hit the jackpot, then he'll leave you because he never liked you that much anyway. Stop picking men who are not showing through their actions on a daily basis that they love, care, and respect you. You don't get to justify this bad decision of complicit prostitution, basically, because the man you picked before did you dirty. I'm not justifying it and I'm not excusing him. What I'm saying is we can't, as women, keep ignoring red flags and then be upset when we don't escape the consequences of ignoring those red flags. And yes, I understand some men are just complete psychos, so tough in this dating scene. But do your best, do your due diligence, and let God do the rest. Now, like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule, but best results, assume it's not you. Mwah.
I really want.
Listen, let's give her a clap. It doesn't get more explanatory than that. In 2025, you will hear things along the line that, especially in America, if a guy does not pay my bill, he's a brokey. Your father is a brokey. Your father is a brokey. Your uncles, they are all brokies. Why are you expecting the man that you met to provide for you? Is he your father? Oh, I'm coming yet. I have a lot of things to say. Hey, let's finish it.
Want us to be smarter as women and stop missing out on the love phase of a man. The phase of a man's life when he's grinding, he's building, and he's broke, that's when he wants love, he wants to grow with somebody and build with somebody. Once that phase is gone, it is literally all transactional. It's no more love. If all women want is for a man to take them to luxury restaurants, they will definitely do that, but they understand at that point that it's all transactional. So that means if I do that for you, then I want something in exchange. And typically that means that he wants to clap some cheeks. He realized that it's dinner for time and money for attention. He's totally clear on that. And men don't mind paying for it. That's the really sad part that nobody wants to admit. When he's successful and busy, he's definitely done with the love phase and he's not looking for a wife. His sole focus is to clap them cheeks because when he was grinding and looking for love, nobody wanted him. So he's straight on that. He has figured out how to get exactly what he wants and he don't mind paying for it because he got the money to do it. He can have a different girl every single night if that's what he wanted. So why would he waste his time marrying somebody when he knows that that's going to be the same poo-tang that he going to have for the rest of his life, day after day and year after year? It makes no sense to me. So stop skipping the grinding phase and chasing that finished man, because by the time he's up, love is gone and all that's left is the transaction.
Man, it's part of what I was going to say. I'm going to speak freely today. I'll maybe share some story too. Maybe.
And get punished for being good. Loyal, stable, consistent, and faithful, they get taken for granted. Because there's no drama, no games, no chaos. Women confuse peace with boring. Here's the truth. The good man penalty is real. He's there every day. He's loyal. He's supportive. But because it doesn't look like a roller coaster, it gets overlooked. And this is the crazy part. The moment he finally walks away, a woman will realize his peace was priceless. Suddenly, women will miss the consistency, the stability, and the safety. By then, it's really too late because another woman has already saw his value. Don't let your good man become another woman's answered prayer.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to speak. Thank you, ladies. Please, if you watch this video again, every one of those ladies, every one of them, please go and give them a follow, give them a subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mucho gracias. Now let me speak. Unfortunately, the last thing that lady said about when you're a good guy, until a girl loses you, that's when she's going to realize how good you are. I had that experience not even long ago. Yeah. She went to Skimpy. Then things happened. Then she realized it. And it was too late. But the thing is that this is old news. This is not new anymore. It is not. All these, what I'm saying right now, you've heard it like 5 billion times from all kind of content all over your phone. It's still the same thing. But the question you got to ask yourself, how come things hasn't changed yet? How come things are still the same? Nothing has changed. We're still complaining about the same thing we've been complaining about since COVID. Nothing has changed. Nothing. The level of entitlement that I see women have today, they need to go and study it. We live in a time whereby every woman on the planet of this earth, especially those who live in this Western society, they are looking for a finished product. Because modern society sees suffering as like something that is horrible. People don't think there's any gain when you suffer at anything. Without resistance, there is no growth. Do you know how many times people they've tried to build a car? Do you know how many times they've failed? What about the light bulb? Do you know a lot of things a lot of people try thousands of times? You have to fail so many times for you to finally get it right. Then you have about 5,000 ways to do the same thing you've been getting wrong in the first place. It's not new. You guys hear this every day. It's not new at all. But we live in a time, the entitlement that a lot of women have today, white, black, Middle Eastern, Asian, Filipino, Thai, it doesn't matter. They're all fucking the same. It's not like you haven't heard it before. It's the same thing men talk about every day. Then you will see a lot of videos, some men start jumping on them and attacking them. I cannot blame them because you've lumped all of us into the same basket. The same way, unfortunately, a lot of men have lumped all the women in the same basket too. But the thing is that you don't want to suffer. You want a guy to do all he needs to do and bring the sandwich for you so you can just eat because your father, your great-grandfather was a king in some delusional land that you come from. The level of arrogancy, that is the one that really irritates me the most. It's like you want a guy to bend his back for you because of what? You have a coochie in your leg? I have meat here too. What about you? Give me that, I give you two. What, want to trading? But today is that the way they demand things is like they see themselves like, without you, I cannot survive. There was a thing that I found this morning. I don't know how accurate it is. Let me get the video for you guys. I don't know how true this is, but someone sent it to me this morning. I'm just remembering right now. I'm going to download it for you. And I'm going to show you, allegedly, I don't know how true this is. Apparently, they found something whereby we men now, we don't need you to make babies anymore. And the artificial intelligence now is so good to the point that the women can have nyash. You understand? That is how crazy it is now. So if you think is bad, no. It's gonna get crazy, ladies. Let me find that video. Because when I saw this video this morning, it scared the living life out of me. I said, I hope this is not true. I hope it's not true. But unfortunately, apparently we can create men now, so we don't even need you to make babies anymore. Apparently, just men can make babies by themselves. They don't need a woman to contribute nothing to them. So keep that same energy, like I always said. Let me find the video for you. Give me a second. Hang in there. While you're there, while you're watching, yeah, subscribe. Huh? Push the button and subscribe. Don't be stingy with your fingers. Make your finger use, so yeah, subscribe. Comment. This is not easy. I put a lot of hours in this. All right, let me show you this video that I'm talking about. Someone sent this video to me this morning. And when I saw it, I said it must be a joke. What is it again? Is it this one? No. That's not this one. Okay, it's this one. Alright, found it. Let me show you guys. I don't know how factual this is. Don't quote me on it, alright? I'm not here to spread propaganda, but someone sent me this morning, and I'm not here to scare you, but watch it and let me know what you think.
2 biological fathers, no biological mother. Brave new world. The breakthrough opens the possibility of skin DNA from a man being placed inside a donor egg and fertilized by another man, leading to a baby with 2 biological fathers and no DNA from a woman. Why would scientists be looking at this? Because I don't think the world really needs 2 men to be having babies, to be blunt. I guess the question is, how ethical is this? But the idea that you could have new life without the DNA of a biological mother, quite extraordinary. As I said, whether it's ethical, I don't know. And the idea of, to me, maybe it's my Christian upbringing, don't know what it is, but the idea of the DNA of 2 men, no women, no woman involved, creating a new life, to me seems unnatural.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I found out this morning. Someone sent it to me. Shout out to you. You know who you are. Don't need to call your name. So we get to the point now that men can start having child by themselves. They don't need women anymore. There was another, I don't know if it's propaganda, a couple of weeks ago. They said in China, I don't know what country, they said they've discovered that women can start having babies by themselves. They don't. So basically, we can just reproduce ourselves. We don't need each other anymore. Because the people who have designed this, they've done a very good job to the point that we don't see any value in ourselves, because as long as you're not paying my bills as a man, you're not worthy of me. It's no more about your morals, your character, your ethics as a man. What value do you possess? If you lose every money in this world, would you still find him attractive? Would you still find me attractive? Huh? A lot of women are getting unalived every day by their partners because they pick the wrong people at the end of the day. A lot of people are getting abused every day because they chose the wrong people. A lot of women focus so much attention on the most dumbest thing that doesn't mean shit. You want to buy Louis Vuitton. You want to go to exotic island. You want to travel. You want to have this constant freedom, like you want to fly like a bird every time. These are the things that you give a shit about. But you don't care about the kind of man that you're choosing. Is he a good man? It's not about a good man anymore. It's how fat his wallet is. And the thing that really kind of amazed me is that go and watch all these old women who were fighting for the feminazis back in those days. They are all coming out saying that they were wrong. And you would think any reasonable person will listen to those women and say, you know what? I don't want to end up like that. Do something different. But no. Modern dating, it's not about investment anymore. I said it on the live stream a couple of weeks ago. I said, women today, they don't want to invest in any man. They want a finished product because they don't see them going through hard time with a man. They don't see it as anything valuable. They see it as degrading to them because a man needs to come and provide. A man that doesn't provide is not a high value man. That is one word that I hate from America. I hate that word so bad. Isn't a high value man? I want the high value man. So a dollar sign means he's a high value man. What about his morals? That's why most guys don't care about you when you come online doing your sub stories about how this happened to you. Most people don't care anymore. Because if they ask you, what part did you play that leads to this outcome that you have right now? You will say, it wasn't me. You will say, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. You will turn to Shaggy straight away. I didn't do anything. Because it's literally every woman today is leading with money. But come and contribute so we can grow together. No. What? No. I didn't come to this life to suffer. Then you expect him when he has it. That's when you think you find him attractive. Do you know how many women will want him after that? The same 150,000 women who are waiting for him to level up. So once they level up, now you join the queue. This is why I don't feel sorry for you when I say, many cheaters. No. We used to say something in my language. Say, Olojuko Kuru. Yes. Olojuko Kuru lo poju n gbogbo yin. Meaning, all of you have long throat. Because it's never enough. You always want more. This is why an average guy is tired. We cannot make you happy. We'll give you my hand, it's not enough. Give you the other side, it's not enough. Chop my balls up, it's not enough. Give you my head, it's not enough. Because you always seek more. You always want more. Do you know sometimes some girls, they can't sit their fucking ass at home for one weekend? They can't do it. They can't just be at home. Don't have to go out. Do you understand? Every time you step out of your door, you have to spend money. And you wonder why guys don't want to come meet you anywhere or do anything with you. Because you just want to spend money. And another thing that I seem to see that's quite often is that a lot of women just look at the present. How they feel right now, for them, is more important of what is going to happen tomorrow. And most average men, not all, to be fair, most average men thinks about what they're going to do in the next 15, 30 days. That is why they structure themselves. Any guy that you see, they're just blowing money, leaving. That guy, I'm telling you, is just a matter of time. A man that is not disciplined with his money is going to hit the wall. Go and look at some of the pro athletes in the world. What do you think happens to them? They always end up losing everything. Why? Because when they have it, they're just blowing it. Pro athletes, they're like women. Professional athletes that go broke, they're 100% women. Because they don't have financial discipline. You think it's every bag you need to buy, every shoes you have to wear, every restaurant you need to taste? Then you turn around. There you can't find, there's not any good men out. Oh, men out there shit. You think a man is going to be out of his mind. You expect him to waste his time and energy on you. You, look at yourself. Yeah. Look at yourself. Why would I want to waste my time with you? And I've told people many times, I said, one of the greatest questions that the world, like men, finally asks, that I don't think men have ever wanted to ask before, but because of the way relationship becomes transactional, let me tell you something, ladies. Let me give you one free loaf of bread for free. If you like it, believe me. If you like, don't believe, it's your problem. This is the loaf of bread, ladies. You can get a man's balls. It's the easiest thing to get. We'll give you, we can't wait. We want you to have it too. But a man's heart, oh, you got to work for it. A man doesn't just give you his heart like that, because when we love you, we actually love you. That is why if you look at most statistics in the world, you will find majority of divorce today is by the women. For a man to say, I want to divorce you as a woman, man, shit is hit the fence so bad that the guy said, damn it, I can't take this anymore. Men don't usually leave the relationship. But since COVID now, it's about 90% accurate. Divorce. Psh, every little thing. You coughed the wrong way, it's a divorce. Or you didn't knock out the wrong way, the right way, it's a divorce. I mean, it's so stupid to the point, even the ones who are not married, looking to potentially get married, they are completely destroyed and discouraged already, because there's nothing positive. There was women, I was looking on TikTok, they were talking about married women trying to tell other women this is what's going to happen. Every comment, the first 15, 20 comments are, hey, he's going to leave you, he's going to break up with you, men ain't shit, you never trust me. I'm like, do you think your vagina is something that everybody wants to stick everything into every time? Like, what is this? It honestly, yeah. And this is why it's scary, because we've crossed the line already. In my humble opinion, we've crossed the line. It's too difficult for anything to come back now. Absolutely difficult. Because we live in a very transactional world. One question men are finally asking is that, what it is for me? For the first time, sex is not enough for men. Sex used to be the trade. The love was the trade. Now, the sex and the love is not enough. Now, a lot of women are pushing back. Oh, you're just a brokey. And yet, nature is not kind to you as a woman. I could be in my 50s. You never know. I could be in my 20s. You never know. But you, once you close 30, if you don't take care of yourself, you look like you're 40. Then you look like you're 50. Before you know, you're 60, but you're in your 40s. And the most important thing, this is one of those things, and I'm going to speak like an African. Like, I know we live in a Western society. Not all of you need to be pregnant. Not all of you need to be mothers. We know. But the one question I want to ask you, especially as a woman, then I'll talk to the men too. Especially as a woman, let me ask you. Have you ever asked yourself as a woman, you live in a Western society, whatever part of the world you live, okay? Have you ever asked yourself, if everything was perfect the way I wanted, be honest with yourself when you ask this question to yourself. If everything is perfect the way I wanted, am I still going to be satisfied? Am I going to feel fulfilled? Because if what gives you fulfillment is because you want to hang out with your friends, you want to travel, you want to, if you're actually going to feel fulfilled, then stop dating. Just find somebody to, that's it. It just makes it easy. That's the direction you want to take your life. No, see, there is no guy that's going to be hating you because you say, no, you're giving this, no problem. If that's what you think will give you the ultimate peace and it's make you feel fulfilled, do it. Nobody should tell you how you need to live your life. If that's going to make you feel fulfilled, go ahead and do it. But if you know deep down in your core, in your spirit, that makes you who you are, wherever you're watching this now, maybe you're going to watch this later or you're just going to bounce through this video somehow, ask yourself, maybe I'm sad because I'm not giving out enough. See, seeking purpose in life, I know this word gets thrown a lot to men. Men, go and seek your purpose. Men, go and seek your purpose. Women, do you think you have a purpose too? Or you think you just here just to exist? Do you think you have a purpose that you need to offer to the society? Not just yourself. Do you ever ask yourself, the world is not about me, 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 me. Me, 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 I, me, me, me. The level of selfishness today is why a lot of men are completely isolating themselves because, see, we men, we hate when we find some guys that are stingy. You think you as a woman, you think we're going to tolerate it? How long do you think exchanging pum pum for dollar, how long do you think that's going to last? It's not about your morality. It's not about your ethics as a man. Society today, a girl will like you because you smell good, you're tall, you have a great job, you have a great teeth, you have a great chest, you have a big dick, and you have a lot of money. Because if you don't have that, that's what you're going to hear. She's not sure. Back in those days, our parents, that's the thing they look for first. And you wonder why some of them are still married 20, 30, 40 years. And you ask them that because the core principle of why they're together was never dollar sign, because they thought about them living right now and you are the offspring from them, but you're so fucking delusional because all you think about is that you want to do everything your girlfriends are doing, but you don't want to live your life to understand. Life is not about what you do for yourself today. Life is how you prepare for tomorrow. But that concept is not in your head. If it's not money first, this modern society, it irritates every little bit out of me. It's not just the young. You will find some women in their 50s. They talk like they're in their 20s. Some women, it's unbelievable. You will see some women talk sometime. You're like, are you sure you're 50 years old? Are you sure you're 40? And the thing is that they keep poisoning other women who don't think like that. The most annoying part is a woman that's never experienced anything horrible in her life. She heard a story that happened. She is going to internalize that story. She will literally traumatize herself from someone else's story. There's something that hasn't happened to you yet. Then every guy that you see, you're going to look him through that lens, through that microscope. Have you ever asked yourself that? Maybe every time when I go out, I always look for what is wrong with people, not what is right. Have you ever asked yourself, maybe when I look at things from one perspective because I'm trying to justify my suspicion about a guy that I'm seeing. Because there's never anything positive that runs through your brain. It starts negative first, destructions second. Then maybe he's a nice guy. A lot of women have traumatized themselves from other women's story that has nothing to do with them. They look at men from their horror story experiences that they haven't even. You're manifesting some of the most horrific thing that could happen to someone else. You're wearing it on you like a garment. You walk around with it every day and you don't even see it. Because psychologically, you've cooked yourself up by some sad story that you heard from someone. You don't want to go out there to create your own life. Then you turn around, you want to blame men for everything. Now, fellas, where are the fellas? Come here, let's talk. Men, I can give an example from now till next year. We are part of the problem. Fellas, we are part of the problem. And unfortunately, I say unfortunately because I'm a man. Unfortunately, our dick is about number one problem. Sex discipline is something a lot of men do not have. Because it's the gateway, is the number one. Because every woman you talk to, their number one biggest fear is that a guy is going to cheat on them. Even though they say they don't, it's a lie. Listen, if a woman will say, yeah, you can do whatever you like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't, if she catch you, you're finished. Fellas, we are part of the problem. A lot of guys do not have sex discipline. Shannon Sharp, Uncle Sheshe. Shout out to you. I love you, Uncle. But he didn't have sex discipline. Tyrese Gibson. He didn't have sex discipline. Please give me another name of those celebrities. We are talking people losing millions and millions and millions of dollars to some of the most undesirable women in the world because they don't have discipline. And one other issue that we have today, and this is why when I talk to old men, I like to call them out. If you're my dad, if you're my uncle, if you're my grandpa, I blame you for a lot of problems men are having today. I blame you, old men, for a lot of problems that men are having today. Because leadership needs to be transferred. The knowledge needs to be transferred. The knowledge was never transferred. The knowledge just stays stagnant. This is why a lot of men, including I myself, have made a lot of mistakes in life when it comes to women. Because we never had people, we never had men to show us what is important, what we need to look out for. You combine that with lack of sex discipline, a lot of men get themselves in some situations that it's a lifetime commitment that they can't get out of. You choose the wrong woman because you don't have sex discipline, number one. Number two, there is nobody to teach you what you need to look for in a woman. Pretty face, fat ass, big nyash, it doesn't mean everything. Have you wondered, you see some men, very damn attractive men, you look at your wife like, ooh, yikes, did you pick her in a whole tree? But he knows that no matter how pretty those women are, they will never be like this woman here because this woman embodies everything that a woman should be. Yes, she might not be as attractive as she is. And this is one of this blame that I yet to see on social media. Our uncles, our fathers, they are responsible for a lot of damage a lot of men are having today. Yes, if you still have your father alive, give him a call. Tell him, Pa, you dropped the ball. Because a lot of men, they don't know how to pick women. We pick wrong women every day. We pick some of the most shallowest women every day. We pick real gold diggers every day. These are the kind of men This is a lesson that we have. We don't know how to pick women. I said this last year. People thought I was crazy. Hey, Lex, why are you talking like that? We don't know how to pick women. Until you hit your head on a goal a couple of times. Boom. Then you start reflecting. I don't think I need to do this again. Because the men that was supposed to teach the next generation, they were busy knocking other women. You think they have time to teach you anything? This is why this generation of men are lacking a little bit, because the men were never there. The men that had good male role models in their life, they learned a lot of good things and they made some really good choices. Unfortunately, some of them didn't, but it gives us a better chance. Because as much as the word is, a lot of people, they don't give a shit about you. Let me say it again. They don't give a shit about you. They never did. You are just a means to an end. This is why I keep saying it. We need to bring shame back. I've said this since last year. We need to bring shame back. Because there is the level of accountability both men and women need for us to get out of this cycle of transactional relationship. We need shame. But unfortunately, I heard shame was sold to China because shame is not coming back. In fact, shame is now the currency for going viral. Shame is the currency for going viral. If you can shame yourself, you'll go viral. Or you can get naked. Or tell the truth. This is how you go viral today. Because the shame that those our parents had, we don't have the same shame anymore. Because shame then will humble you. Shame will make you dignify yourself, keep yourself very respectful. Because we live in a world whereby there is no more consequences for shame. In fact, the consequence of shame today is a reward. I don't know who followed that American story of that African girl who said a guy hit her with the bricks in her head. Go and check the updates now. She's getting sued. She's going to the court because she lied and scammed people. That's another one again. Do you know how many men that have been forcefully accused of something they didn't do? It's taken away from the women that are actually getting abused. Because if you ask the feminism now, patriarchy, it's always everything to do with men. So women did not benefit from patriarchy? Women were owned slaves back in those days? So women, aren't those rich men then, aren't they married to? I didn't have women at home. And they're not benefiting from the slave trade that people are having. But every little thing, patriarchy. That's a conversation for another day. Yeah, it's the same patriarchy that's convinced the feminists to divide the home. Sexual liberation now. Now I cannot find a man. A guy is just using me for sex. What do you expect? What do you expect when we can't even hold ourselves accountable? Yes, I meant dogs. Yeah, we'll go around with... Yeah, every day we... But what about you? You as a woman, what is your contribution to it? Because it's so obvious we live in a world today that I just need to show you that I got a good crib, good car, good money. That's it. Hey, what's up? You come through? Next. That is the world we live in today. There is no more shame. There is no more respect for dignity. Nothing. Everybody is just wilding out. So, yes, AI is coming. It's going to take us. Because if you forget, let me refresh your memory again. Because it's still here. This is the latest. I don't know how accurate this is, all right? I'm not trying to throw propaganda. I'm just saying. This is the latest. Let's play it again.
Maybe some scientists would beg to differ. 2 biological fathers, no biological mother. Brave New World. The breakthrough opens the possibility of skin DNA from a man being placed inside a donor egg and fertilized by another man. leading to a baby with 2 biological fathers and no DNA from a woman. Why would scientists be looking at this?
Because they're gonna use it again to make money for a lot of people's idiocy. It's the same playbook. It's the same playbook. Do you know? I don't know if you guys have seen this video. There's a factory in I don't know, somewhere in Europe. They're already making babies in the tube. This is old news. This is old news. They're already making babies in the tube. Cloned. You know, they've been saying clone. I thought they were lying. When I saw it, oh yeah, hell yeah. All these AI technologies you and I were using right now, this is like 10 years technology. You wonder why all these big corporations, they're spending billions of dollars on building this machine. The one that I think, it's just a suggestion or my thinking in my head, I think quantum physics, they've combined quantum physics and AI together. Because the way they were pumping money and all these things, well, you just pumping money to just build place so you can put a bunch of computers there. Why? But idiots like us, we don't think about these things at all. The world is ruled and controlled by the 0.001%. They tell us when to shit, when to sleep, when to get up. But you as a woman, you still want me. You only want me when I show you that I have a dollar sign. It's all this money that this modern dating culture crave every time. I hope you can shit money too. You need to. In fact, when I give you the money, I don't want you to spend it. I want you to slice it like a steak, and dip it in a soy sauce and eat it. Because that is what it looks like from the outside. The level of entitlement too. Oh, man, some of the most. It just gives you like, you just look at some girls like, even though if I have it, I'd rather slice it in your front and put it in the trash. Because your entitlement. It's never about, you meet a guy, I like this guy. Oh, I know it's part of the nature of what makes a man is for us to want to provide for you. Don't remind me of my responsibility, but you can tell me about what you could do for me because you're someone that I just met. I don't know what innate value that you have. You can say a lot of things, but your actions is completely different. I have to go by what I see from you. But your thinking in your head doesn't think like this. You don't tell me what I'm going to get from me, but all you keep asking me is the things that you want to demand from me. Then you expect me to go out. There's a video that I saw, this guy asking the guy, when are you going to move in? If you don't move in, so are you going to pay the bills? I was like, what? We only dated 6 months. You want me to move in and start paying your bills and then pay my own bills in my own home? Really? And this is how you're going to build generational wealth? You walk him like a donkey till he collapses. This is why some women, I don't feel sorry for you. Some of you I do, some of you I don't. Because as soon as you want to tell me a story, I want to hear his side first. I want to see, tell me the real story. Because you guys do a lot of pity party. Then if they can't catch you, then they'll throw allegation. He's gay. If he's not gay, he touched me. That is what they always do. As soon as the guy's life is destroyed, then they will come there. I was just feeling. So your mood, your feeling at a particular time is enough justification for you to destroy a man's life. And that man has a mother, sister, brother, and a father, probably. How do you think they're gonna feel? You don't care. Well, I said a lot of things today. Fellas, we are part of the problem because we didn't have men to teach us how to pick women. We pick the wrong women every day. Yes, the lack of sex discipline too is another thing. If you just want to be a true dude that you just want to knock everything, knock, good. Leave that kind of lifestyle. Tell them right from the beginning. Don't say you want relationship there and you just want to knock. Tell her, hey, listen, sister. Be straight up. Don't waste your time. If she says no, go somewhere else. Trust me, there's a lot of people out there. They will give you. Put yourself together, look good, have little, just don't have too much. Have just a little bit. Or you can just, you do that. You will get. Then you can be in peace. Stop making babies that you don't want. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15. What will happen? Well, I said a lot of things. If you like this, comment, subscribe. Use your finger. Make your finger useful. I'll be here tomorrow. I have another hot topic tomorrow. It's very hot. I'll see maybe I can get someone to come join me tomorrow. She's pretty looking. You never know. Maybe you might fall in love with her. Or you fall in lust with her too at the same time. All I'm trying to say is that, ladies, it's not a diss at any women at all or anything like that. All I'm saying is that, my humble opinion, this is my humble opinion. Money is good. But one thing that I want a lot of women to go pay more attention to is that I want you guys to go study and learn how we communicate as men. Go and learn how men communicate. And when you learn how men communicate, understand why we communicate like that. When you understand that, then you now ask yourself a simple question. Do I want my man to act like a man, or I want him to act like a woman? Because most of the time, a lot of women want men to talk like them, like a woman would. So this is why a lot of guys get very diplomatic with their words, because they can't really say exactly the way they're going to talk to a guy. And that will offend you because you think that he's hiding something from you. Is this and that. But the thing is that he's just trying to watch his words. If he say things a certain way, it's going to make you irritated because you think, how dare you talk to me like that? Because we don't communicate the way you guys communicate. And another thing again, I'll just give you this one for free. You've heard it a million times. There's TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. I give you for free. If you base your life based on how much money a guy is going to make for you to find him attractive, my dear, you will be recreational use for the rest of your life. I call it community meat. Everybody in the community can eat. Yes, that's what's going to happen. Because one thing, 99.9% of the men we value till our dying days is that we value loyalty. If you're there for me when I had nothing, or when I have something, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. Because an average man's life is earned through hard work, labor, pain, frustration, being invisible. So when we see somebody who was there with us when we had nothing, trust me, even if things go wrong, we're still going to remember you. Because what? We know that you were there for us when we had nothing. But today's world, you hear stories about other women who had one experience. Then you invest that story into your own head. Then you expect to have the same outcome. You basically traumatize yourself from other people's story that has nothing to do with you. You can be exactly two friends. Doesn't mean you're going to end up the same way. But for some reason, a lot of you don't think. You lump men into the same basket. You look at us through the same lens. Even when a guy is good, you will irritate him to the point he said, damn it, you keep accusing me of cheating every time. All right, damn it, I'll go and cheat. It's because a lot of you, the pain. Today's relationship style is that a woman, once you don't show that he's a street guy, whatever it is, he's lame. But as soon as they start seeing you flashing, looking good, that's when your phone is going to start getting popped. Yo, Lex, long time no see. Oh, yeah, I see no long. This is the way, because a nice guy will always come last. But nice guys, sometimes they come good because they wisen up. Any bad guy that you see today that is all the women, is because there was a woman that turned him into that. Averagely, most men, once we come to this world, who are the first people we first relate with, at least for those who have mothers in their life? It's our mothers. No man is born hating women. It takes an experience with a woman to change a man towards a woman. It's the same way an experience from a man will change a woman towards a man. If we can acknowledge and accept us as men, how come you can't do that for yourself? Let me just give you the scenario. You as a woman, you're watching me right now. You just came into this world. And I met you. And I broke your heart. And every guy that you see, you look at that guy from the experience that you had from me, because you will expect the same situation to happen again, right? Now, if you don't, which means you've come to a place of understanding that I'm not going to look at this guy, this new guy, like you're going to look at Lex. But what tends to happen is that there's going to be another girl came to this world the same day like you did. You're going to tell our story, then she's going to expect our life to end up just like yours. But you're from different paths. Doesn't mean you're going to end up the same way. The level of idiocy that I see when people make choices about things that is completely different. I have a friend. Like, we've been friends now for it's going to almost 9 years. We do things completely differently. But I love him like a brother. So I don't understand why you think your outcome is always going to be the same. Because until you get out of that mindset, nothing is going to change. Every guy is a potential danger, but at the same time, it could be a potential success to you. It could be someone that can actually help and change your life. And this well goes for his men too. Because I'm telling you from what I know, a man does not turn bad without an experience from a woman. That is a fact. An experience will change a man to be the community meat. Because you can say all you want. There's two standards that we have in a society today, which is going to be exactly what it is. I joke about it a lot, but it's the truth. There is going to be a lot of people, they are recreational use and community meat. Because you sustain the ecosystem. That's what's going to happen. I'm not cussing you out. I'm not insulting. I'm just telling you it's already happening. I'm just saying it. Some people, they're just community meat. Some people, they're designed to be recreational use. Because that is the value that they see themselves that they can offer everyone else. Because they don't think their value is good enough to offer one person. They think their value is better when they offer it to everybody. That's the game. Well, if you like what you see, if you see what you like, finger, tap, 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 comment. I'm doing a live stream. I don't post video on YouTube. Every once in a while, I can cut this video and post it. But enjoy me when you see me. So if you like what you see, my name is Lex. I'm your best friend. I'm your worst enemy at the same time. If you like this content, follow, share this live stream and the live stream. I said ice cream. I'm not hungry. Maybe I'm hungry. Well, you know what you see. You see what you know. My name is Lex. I am the Nigerian, live in Australia man that speaks a lot of Nigerian Yoruba English. If you want me to explain my English, I can do it. I can, but I like to do the African dialect a little bit more. I don't want to do the my name is Lex. I can come up for this nonsense for you. Like I always say, thinking is not illegal to think. I have a lot of videos in the page. Go and watch it. We need 19,000 more followers before December. Help your brother out. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And one other thing again, shout out to all the businesses that are looking to start advertising their product. So if you, let me even do it now. Especially for those who are in Australia. If you're a small business owner, if your business is about to liquidate, if you're a small business owner that your business is about to go down and you need help with lawyers, managers, accountants, insurance, reach out to your boy. I will hook you up. I have connections, yes. So if you have issues or if you have someone to want to reappraise your business to see maybe you want to sell it, reach out to your boy. I can position you the right people, the people that, because I'm putting my neck on it. I don't want to, if you know me very well, I don't like to support any business that is shady. Because they say, it got it from Lex, and Lex is stream. I don't want to be in a situation that the federal police start looking into my name. I don't want any problem. These are very well vetted businesses that actually help businesses. So if you know somebody is having issue with their businesses and is about to go down, and they're looking for help here in Australia, reach out to your boy. I'll direct you to the right people that they will help you, not for the money, but to resurrect your business back for you, so you can help yourself and your family. You know me, I don't care about having $500 billion. Money doesn't make everything. There's one thing that I know in my culture that I grew up with. He said, there is no amount of money you have in this world that can buy good name. Because money is not the only thing you use to earn good name. It's your deeds, your actions. Are you a person of integrity? Those are the things that matter to someone like me. All right, moving on. Tomorrow, I have a very tough conversation tomorrow. If the girl is going to come, she looks pretty. So fellas, get your popcorn or Viagra. Pop up everything. Hope you have a woman with you, because you're going to need it. Because when you see her, ooh. But I'm going to tell her, you know me. Like I always say, thinking is not illegal,